They have not given any specific link, but when you write an email, they will send you link. So here we can say link is invite only. And their rewards is high from 25,000 to $200,000. If you convert in Indian rupees, it will in range of here 50 approx 20 lakhs to 1.5 crores in Indian rupees. It was launched back in 2006. So this is giving it give you an opportunity to earn crore rupees in one go from Apple if you able to find bug inside their applications or their website or their architectures. And in one go, you may earn up to $200,000 that will convert it to 1.5 crore in INR. Apple's Bug Bounty program is an exclusive club, having started with only 12 appointed researchers and standing as an invite-only program. It is unlikely that you will get into the program by simply submitting a bug through their support channels, but we should try and we can. However, for our purposes, it does a great job of showing the kind of money big bounties can pay out at the top end. The fourth top bug bounty program is from blockchain. And the link is available on hackathon.com/blockchain, and the reward is vary from $50 to $200. In Indian rupees, that will for approx 3,750 rupees to 1.5 lakh INR. With the boom of cryptocurrency came a dire need of security in these lucrative markets, and blockchain has a bug bounty program to help boost their effort. With an average bounty of $100 and average response times of 4 hours and an average of 21 hours until the bounty is awarded at the time of writing, blockchain treats their researchers' time with respect. That is, as long as you would meet their rules when submitting your bug, they will give you money. And there it's easy to get that money. Fifth bug bounty program is from Block Emo, and the link is available on hackathon.com, and reward is in the range of $250 approx 20,000 to 7.5 lakhs Indian INR or Indian rupees. While not as popular according to HackerOne with researchers as blockchain, Block EVMO nonetheless pay well for any bugs identified and reported to them. But this lines may true for the USA people, so they can't treat 250 as a bug amounts. But here, if you get 20,000 for our one day efforts, we will help you. Being less popular can be a good thing in a business like bug hunting. That means fewer people are competing for the same bounty on the same sites. So if you want to try your hand, at least contested site, give Block Emo a try. So please try. Sixth bug bounty program is from Deliveroo. And that link is available on hackathon.com, and reward is also available in range of $150 to $2,500. There is not too much special about Deliveroo's bug bounty program. It is a standard affair of focusing on the security of customer data and their services. However, being par for the course does not make it any less viable for those looking to earn money through bug bounty hunting. Plus, on a personal note, I find it funny and a little boring that their rules have to specify that physical attacks on their property do not count as a valid bug bounty. Dropbox. The seventh top bug bounty program is from Dropbox. Link is given on hackerone.com and reward in range of $216 to $32,768. Dropbox is another case of bug bounty researchers trading a very fine line with the company they are testing. For one thing, their rules and exception list is the largest of any company so far. For another, they make it very clear that no user data should be accessed, and if it Dropbox should be notified as soon as possible, and the data not examined, changed, or otherwise interfered with. Other than that, their bug bounties are a more than acceptable choice if you are trying to earn a living down this full time with a total payout of $295,370. Approx $3 lakhs converted into Indian currency, it will become 2.25 crore. They are far from shy to give rewards to those who find valid vulnerability. Yes, folks. The eight top most programs of bug bounty is from Facebook, and their awards is minimum $500, approx 37,000 in Indian INR. Not a bad amount if you find one bug every day. You will earn for 37,000 every day. Facebook's bug bounty program is much more accessible, allowing anyone to submit bugs through their pre-made form. As long as the vulnerability is of reasonable levels of importance and your submission meets their rules, the minimum bounty payout is at TD $500. This is minimum. They may give you a maximum more than $500 based on the level of bugs you found. They also list every researcher who received a payout for submitting a bug in their thanks page. So your name will also list on the thanks page of Facebook. Nine top bug bounty program is from GitHub, and their link is given on GitHub itself, not on hackaron.com. Link is bounty.github.com, and reward is in range of $617 to $30,000. So with a snazzy leaderboards, custom pages for contributors, and enough supplementary information to sink the Titanic, GitHubs have an almost inspirational bug bounty program set up. If you are sick and tired of trying to submit bug bounties only to be rejected due to the company not making their rules clear enough, this is a great place to jump. So try jump in and earn $30,000. It means 22 lakhs Indian currency. But note the list, the Google. It's also in the top bug bounty programs, and their reward is also in the range of $100 to $31,337. And their link is available on google.com. Google is very particular about the work submitted to them, but has one of the largest scopes of any other program. Everything under the google.com, youtube.com, .bloggers domains is a fair game aside from the issues which they consider to be low risk. Thankfully, unlike many others, Google has published a Bug Hunter University, through which researchers can learn how to improve their reports, which issues qualify for a reward, and which don't and report their issue. So if you click on this link, you will go to the Bug Hunter University on Google, and then you will learn about this bug bounty program in more detail. And by clicking on this link, you will visit the Google bug bounty programs. So after this lectures, I will share the slides and you will. Then the 11th top bug bounty program is from Grammarly. Every student should install Grammarly and check their report before submitting any report to us, either in PCL or for any your course examination. Grammarly has saved my skills more times than I can count. It is a truly fantastic service which can make the life of anyone who wants a living online much easier to handle. But not only their grammar checking is help, they are also ready to help in form of money. In terms of their bug bounty program, the main point which sticks out is that they directly state their dedication to not wasting the time of researcher who contact them. To that end, they vow to get back to you within 3 business days and make a bounty determination after verifying the threats within 10 business days. Then, the another top bug bounty program is from Hyperledgers. Link available in hackathon.com, and rewards is also in range of 15,000 to 1.5 lakhs Indian currency. With a free online course to teach researchers how to set up a Hyperledger's fabric test network to work within, Hyperledgers can far from be called reluctant to engage with the bug hunting community. Despite this extra information, however, few reports have been solved. Compared to many other entries on this list, this makes it another decent candidate for a less contested platform if you are looking for something else to sink your research team into Hyperledger. So you can also try it. I think all of my students have an account on a LinkedIn, and they have also bug bounty program, but they have no any public link. But if you can find bug, you can inform them. They will invite you in their bug bounty programs, and rewarded also or not. But they have already paid more than 65,000 in last 9 months. LinkedIn bug bounty programs comes with an unusually pleasant story of its founding after trawling through many security report submissions, which were subpar. The LinkedIn team found that a core group of people performed consistently well. Then Microsoft has also their bug bounty program listed on their own website called Microsoft.com, and their reward is no lower limit to $250,000. As you might expect coming from Microsoft, the potential bounty payouts here are huge, with up to 250,000 up for grabs. You can bet your bottom dollars that their bugs are going to be highly contested amongst those looking to earn a living through bug hunting. So if you convert $250,000 into an INR, that it will approx 2 crores INR. Microsoft also gives further resources such as examples of good bug submissions and frequently asked questions to cover any initial questions you might have. So in place of getting displacement of 25 lakhs per annum, we may go ahead. We may try to find some bugs of company like Microsoft, Apple, Google, Hyperledger, and we can earn 2 crores in one go, 8 years salary in one go. When you are getting package of 25 lakhs per annum. In 8 years, you will earn 2 crores. Here, you will earn 2 crores INR in one go. Mozilla also has their bug bounty programs, and they are the pioneers because when we see the history of bug bounty programs, we find Mozilla before Google and Microsoft. Their rewards in range of $100 to $10,000. Mozilla's bug bounties are separated in two programs. They have a client bug bounty program and a web bug bounty program. Each program pays differently depending on the severity of the bug found, but the client bug bounty programs pays the most at the top end. That is, the client program has a top price of $10,000, while the web programs end with a maximum rewards of $5,000. And this is the last bug bounty programs we are going to discuss is from Netflix. And link of their bug bounty program is available on bugcrowd.com, and their reward is also in the range of say 50,000 to 1.5 lakhs, not 1.5 lakhs, 15 lakhs. Netflix should need no introduction at this point, but the streaming giant success also make it a much bigger target for malicious hackers. Hence, they have launched their own bug bounty programs. There is not much to say to differentiate the program itself from the others on this list, although it is worth noting that they have an exceptional response rate when it comes to bug report. With an average payout of $1,220.45 and 75% of reports validated or rejected within 2 days, it hits a sweet spots in the balance of fast replies and good rewards. So now we are going to see the 5 common bugs which any applications and web security developers, or we can say ethical hackers, or we can say cyber forensic investigators must check before they start their practices of cyber forensic investigation. First common bug is automatic leakage of password resettling. Second common bug is how to get access to the account of the logout users. Third is insecure processing of credit card data. Fourth is disclosure of authentication cookies. And fifth common bug is user enumeration class. अभी क्लास ले रहे हैं. So the first common bug is automatic leakage of password reset. How we find this bug? We are going to see the demo. We forget password functionality. Password reset link is sent to user's email.
Sir, your mic is off.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, your voice is not audible.
Hello, good morning. Yes, yes, reset mic again, and then now I think audible. So I think we should recap this. So what happened inside password reset? When we are going for any forget password functionality, password reset link is sent to user's email. We get some links, or then we click on the link, and then a new web page is loaded. And on the new web page, user is asked to enter a new password. Then we send the password. But what happens sometimes when the resource from an external domain is loaded on the web page, the password reset link is sent in a referer header to the external domain, and that leads to the disclosures of sensitive data. And this is the bug we we find now, and we may find on so many websites, because they do not care when they make the login page or password reset functionality page. So what happens? See, this is a website for example.com. They have the login facility. There we can type email and password and we can log in. But we forget our password. So what we'll do, we'll click on the forget password, we'll type our email, and the password will go to our email. So we click on the forget passwords. They are asking enter your email. Then we click on send password link. After typing email, we click on the send password link and we get a message. Password reset link has been sent to your email. So you can open your email and you can find the passwords of example.coms. So we open our Squirrel mail, we type our mail login and passwords. And then when we log in, we see we have get one email or password reset from Super Secure Soft Administrator. When we open that email, we see we have received one link. On that link, we can click and we can reset our password. So when we are going to click on this link, a new window open. In that, they are asking to enter new password and the confirm, or we can say retype new password. So what happened here? Here, in Mozilla Firefox, there is an option to open the inspector, consoles, debuggers, style editors, performance, network, storage. We can see the codes. So we open the network and we click on the refresh, or we reload the current page. Then what happens? This web page uses some other PHP files from, but this reset.php file is from the same example.com. This page is using one JavaScript file, but that JavaScript file is from the same domain, same example.com. They are using second JavaScript file, but from the same domain example.com. But this web page using one image that is not from the same domain, that is from the domain called silesiasecurity.lab.com. Then what happens when we refresh it? Our password token will go to both example.com and silesiasecurity.lab.com. If example.com will get our security tokens or password resetting, there is no problem. But if the another website got our password reset link, then they can reset our password before us. So you can see here, as we are using one image from another website that lead to the leakage of password reset link. And here you can see the request URLs. From the request URL, one image is loading on our pages, but that lead to the leakage of our password reset link to them. So host is the silesiasecurity.lab.com. Their user agents they are showing, and there is a referrer. And inside referrer, you can see the password reset links they are getting. So due to this one common bugs, which every web designer do, when we have to use some images, we use images from another websites, we add them, we give the link inside the image tag of HTML. And what happens during forget passwords, when there is a refresh or page is reload, then or password reset link leakage. Or second common bug is insecure processing of credit card data. Because credit card data are very sensitive data, it consists of credit card number and CVV number. This sensitive data will be cached when autocomplete equal off is not implemented. We do not want our sensitive information to be cached in plain text, and common web designers or application designers do not care of autocomplete equal off or on that lead to cache of credit card number and CVV in plain text. So see, in example.com, we created profile. They are asking credit card number. They are asking expiry date. They are asking CVV. Okay. And we also provide this information on Amazon.com or any e-commerce websites. But there are, if they have bug, then if any new users open the website, they will find the cache data in plain text and they will find our credit card number or expiration date or CVV and they will book their product by using our credit card. So how it happens, we see. So here we are typing credit card number, we are typing expiration date, we are typing CVV. And then when we click on update credit card information, it gives a message success, credit card information updated. But see, when some persons on the same computer log in with their own accounts and they are going to update their credit card numbers or they are going to update their profile. So they are going to type their credit card number, they type 44 and they see one credit card is available, is saved here in plain text. They will click on it, then they go to expiration date, they will find it. Then inside CVV, they type 9. They again see the CVV number in plain text in cache form. They use it. And when you can click on the credit card numbers, and when we go to the inspector code, you can see input class is a form control, name is a CC. This is an input type buttons. And again for CVV, you can see input class is a form control, name is a CVV. This is also input type buttons and label is CVV2 for it. So what we should do? So this type of bugs always possible. If during your design you do not care, you simply write the code of the credit card numbers, expiry date and CVV. Then the next users come on the same browsers will get your data, what you have entered. So these are the second common bug, or we can say second common mistakes made by application and web security developers. Third is how to get access of the logout users. So for that, let me give some 5-minute break and then I will discuss 3 more bugs. Tomorrow there will be PCL class. For 6 semesters people, ma'am sent me a link and I have to fill the PCL. So what is the PCL time? PCL time is 10 to 12. Huh? It should be one break. PCL tomorrow is 12.
And let's break.
Okay.
Please. It's having this.
You can see. Oh, so it will be referring meetings and we say copy and replacing. So tomorrow 3 hour class. We will meet. I'm going to fill this as 16. So here we will take 10-minute breaks. After 10 minutes, we shall discuss 3 more bugs and we will take formal attendance. See you approx 12:15. Then we'll take 45 minutes class and finish this class by 1.
ತಲೆ ನೋವಾಯ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಕಾರ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನನಗೆ ತಲೆ ನೋವಾಯ್ತು ಡೈಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ಯೋಚನೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಡೈಲಿ 5 ಕಾಲ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಇನ್ನು 2 ವರ್ಷ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್
Okay, welcome back.
ಮಾಡಿ
So, third common bugs. Third common bugs or third common mistakes every application and web security developers do is they gives the loopholes to get access of the logout user. How we can do? Let us see. So we open a website called example.com. We type our user ID and password. We click on login. See, here it is showing well our name. That means we have login. Well, and there is also message called welcome in super secure shop. Have a nice day. Then what happened? We can open cookie manager in Firefox and we see. We'll click on the example.com and we'll find the name of the cookie or name of the sessions. And what we do, we copy the content that is OBURHB. This is the session ID inside a notepad. Okay. And then we click on the logout. So then we click on again login. Okay. And then when we again we go and we see the session ID is changed after logout. We copy that also. So first was authenticated session ID and second was non-authenticated session ID. So what happens? So we are seeing the non-authenticated session ID here. So we will do at edit and we change the content from the non-authenticated session ID to the authenticated session ID, which we get when we actually log in. So what we see, we paste here authenticated session ID, we save it, and then we see we are logging. After logout, we are again login without entering our user ID password, just change the session ID. Fourth common mistakes by any applications and web security developers is disclosure of authentication cookies. And if some also see here, if someone get access of the logout users, there is no always chances of they got the passwords or they have theft the password. There is also chances that somehow they captures the session ID. So forensic investigator should think about all options, how he got access of the logout users. Again, forensic investigator also know about the disclosure of authentication cookies, how it happens. We'll see. So authentication cookies means cookies with session ID. It is a very sensitive piece of data. Session ID is used by the application to recognize the user. My web application is protected by HTTPS. That means, shall I worry about the disclosure of authentication cookies? Yes, we should be worried about, because if the authentication cookie was set without secure flag, then it can be disclosed over insecure HTTP. So see here, We are going to our profile, we see our name, we are seeing our email. Then we go to the session managers inside the Firefox, and we see sends for any type of connection, expires at the end of sessions. It is also showing the session ID and the session. So here, in order for disclosure of authentication cookie, we'll take the help of one tool called Burp Suite. Inside Burp Suites, we go to proxy. Inside proxy, we go to HTTP history. Inside HTTP history, we make sure, or inside HTTP history, we can see the host name, we can see the methods, we can see the URL, we can see some parameters, their status, length, MIME type, their extension, and their titles. So there is also intercept inside proxy near to HTTP history. So we go to intercept and we click on the default intercept is off. When we click on intercept is off, it will become intercept is on. Now we have on the intercepting now. So what we'll do, we'll make changes here. It was earlier HTTPS. We will remove S from here. So it will become http example.com.profile.page. PHP functionality is same. Everything is downloading. And when we see inside the intercept, we are getting HTTP. Inside HTTP, we are getting session ID. So if you have not access of that PC, you can't go to their Firefox, their cookie managers. Using Burp, we can also get their session ID. And that is the disclosure of authentication cookies. So here we are getting authentication cookies without information. So the persons who is login inside the websites on example.com, they have no idea we have intercepted their cookies. So again, what we can do, we can right click and send to repeaters. Then the two window open, request and response. And again, you see target is http example.com. Then we click on the go, and after clicking on go, you can see the target here session ID, and the target is http example.com. But as the website is default HTTPS, that is redirected to HTTPS, location is changed to HTTPS, but the target is still HTTP, and we are able to extract their authentication cookies. Fifth, not fifth, fourth. user enumeration. Fourth common bug or fourth common mistakes made by application and web security developers, and that should be taken care by hacking forensic investigators. That's why we are teaching you both course. Mariappan sir is teaching you hacking forensic investigation. I am teaching application and web security. We have already taught you ethical hacking. All three make a good recipe, make a good cocktail. You, everyone, we can say there is a ethical hacking. If there will be ethical hacking, there should be forensic investigations. And for forensic investigations, you must know the skills of ethical hacking and application and web security. So in order to avoid hacking, you have to be a good application and security developer. In order to reduce or in order to know how forensics investigation will go, how many options we may think during our forensic investigations, we must know application and web security, the common mistakes and bugs, and all three skills will make you a good hunters for bug bounty. So what is user enumeration? The attacker should not be able to enumerate the users of the web application. That is our duty of the developer of web application. So how we can test for user enumeration? We can check how the web application respond to existing and non-existing emails. If there are any differences, attackers are smart. They will try user enumeration via login functionality or via forget user password. For example, this is example.com. I want to check my email or no. Email of my enemy is registered on this website or not. So what I can do, I can type the email, I can type random password, and I can see the response. It's a wrong email and or password, so it is confusing. So email is wrong or password is wrong. So I can't conclude, okay, this email of my enemy is, or my target victim is registered on it. Only password which I put is random. No, but it is showing and or, so it led to confusions. It may possible that this email ID is not registered on these websites. So again, we type some another email and we type the random passwords and we see the response. Again, we see the same response, wrong email and or passwords. Then what we'll do, we click on the forget passwords and we type the email of our target victim. We click on send password reset link. That means password reset link has been sent to your email. That means I will able to conclude that this email must registered on this. That's why they have sent the password reset link to their email. But again, I try with the random email and I click on send password reset link. It is showing email does not exist. So from here, I am able to conclude this email is registered, this email is not registered. And by the way, we can enumerate or list users of that websites. Fifth common bug or fifth common mistakes made by application and web security developer is insecure processing of credit card data. And if there will be any financial theft, then forensic investigator also may think in that way. Credit card data are very sensitive data, either credit card number or CVV. This sensitive data will be cached plain text when autocomplete. Wait. This is the copy. So first one, automatic leakage of password, then this, then insecure processing of credit card data. So this was the repeating, na? Insecure process. So user enumeration, we covered one, disclosure of authentication cookies. We covered two, how to get access of logout user. Third, insecure processing of credit card data. Fourth, and then this. Okay. How to get access of the automatic leakage covered, how to get access of the covered insecure. Okay, insecure processing of credit card data was twice in the slides due to the COVID problem. So we have discussed all five. So I will share all these lecture slides in your Google Classroom. Minute of meeting 17. Okay. And then we'll come for attendance. And before attendance, we will go for the Google Classroom. Okay, I am making the answers of your questions also. We'll discuss Monday. The internal test 1, internal test 2, Monday, Tuesday, and some questions, bank questions on Wednesday. 3-day revisions class we make. And Saturday or next class, we'll see again some lab exercises that will be revisions for your ethical hacking courses, and also you will recall some things that will help in the theory class of application and web security. So come to the attendance, and 1 to 10. CTIS 1 to 10 now. 11 to 12, 11 to 20. No. 21 to 30. So any attendance? No one in 31 to 40.
Sir, 38, sir.
39, sir.
Great. 39 people are here. 38.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, roll number 20.
Sir, roll number 41.
Wait. 40 to 50. 41.
41, sir.
Then
50, sir.
50. Tomorrow I have 3 hours class. 1 hour ethical hacking lab revisions and 2 hours PCL. So 50.
59, sir.
Wait.
59.
Yes, 59. Then
59, sir. Mark 58.
so anyone remaining here?
So 59.
Yes. Wait. 15. Okay, 15.
Thank you.
Only 59. So I am telling the roll number again. 59, 41, 39, 38. Only 4 students. No, and 25.
Sir, 50. No.
55 0.
Yes, sir.
Okay, any more?
36, sir.
36. Okay. Any student whose attendance is missing? Again, I have to say, first